And welcome everyone. Today I'm standing in North Little Rock at Fawcett Park in downtown North Little Rock, also known as Argenta. And I'm here at the bandstand in Fawcett Park. And I'm going to begin my walk through the historic Argenta district in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Argenta gets its name from a silver mine that was mined in the late 1800s. The first plats of land in North Little Rock were around 1868, and right here we have a painting on this electrical box depicting the USS Razorback, which is a submarine right beyond that seawall there. I am crossing Main Street real quick. This is the Main Street Bridge that connects Little Rock, downtown Little Rock, to downtown North Little Rock. Here's the National Pawn Shop, which has been here for years and years and years. You can see the mural on the side of the wall depicting the National Pawn Shop. And there are some arts and antiques and this freaky clown doll. Ooh, an old Schlitz light. Hey, what's happening?
Hey.
Little antique store. I am walking on Washington right now. Here is the Greyhound bus station. This is the major Greyhound terminal in Central Arkansas. So if you were catching a bus to Little Rock, this is where you would be. And there are people in there. Yesterday I came by at this time, or yesterday evening, and there were 0 people in there. Just a point of reference, this is the Junction Street Bridge, or Junction Bridge. It's not a street, it's a railway. As stated right there, Junction Bridge. And that is a pedestrian path onto Little Rock. In the shot there is the Simmons Bank Arena, formerly known as Verizon Arena, but most known, if you are a resident of this area, as Alltel Arena. That's what it was originally named, Alltel Arena, back in 1999 when it opened. Alltel's headquarters was a phone company. They were located here, and they had the naming rights for 10 years till 2009. Then Verizon, which kind of took over the complex out at Alltel, took the naming rights for 10 years. And then last year, Simmons Bank took the naming rights, a 10-year contract. So in 2029, it'll be named something else, possibly. There is, right here, and through those doors at Simmons Bank Arena, the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame Museum, which I've never been in it. I have no idea what is in it. And, maybe I should check it out sometime. This is the North Little Rock Utilities Office, which they serve, I believe, electrical and water. for North Little Rock. So this is the main headquarters. So if you want to get your water or power turned on, it's the city services electric department. Maybe it's not water. Maybe Central Arkansas Water does that. I have no idea. So right here is the trolley stop in North Little Rock. It's the first stop that you get whenever you cross the river on the trolley system. The trolley system is not running right now due to COVID-19. So they are not running, but that is that's the spot right there. That's a drop off. So if you were shuttling from Little Rock into North Little Rock for, say, an event right there at Simmons Bank Arena, you could take the trolley from Little Rock, plops right over here, sets you down. Right now, it's free all year. Usually it's like a buck per person. They do not have change. They do not take credit cards. But now it's free, so, well, you can't use it, but it was free. This building here is City Hall for North Little Rock. It is an older building. 1915 is when it opened, although it says 1914 on the door there. That's whenever they started building it, so I guess that's when they took it. It's right in here next to Galaxy Furniture and Nana's Organics. There's a little organic grocery store and eatery inside there. But this is a cool place to go. They have some oddities, furniture. They have office furniture. They have all types of stuff in here. Unicorn bookends. If you are in downtown North Little Rock, you absolutely need to stop in Galaxy Furniture. They have some of the coolest things. I mean, who has an elect Jake Butcher for governor? I've never even heard of that guy. But we are in the downtown type of entertainment district, which you can see there's a Skinny J's, Reno's Argenta Cafe, the Joint Comedy House and Coffee House, Cregan's Irish Pub. These furniture stores, they have outlined them here. They are going out of business or have gone. They're buildings for sale. There's a church right here. But this is a older and historic section of town. By just looking at it, you can imagine like those windows that are stuccoed right now were probably actually windows at one time, which would have been cool if they could have kept those open. And then point your attention here to the Argenta Drug Company, which is still open and operational. This dates back to the early 1900s. But yes, they are a pharmacy and they still are open. This is a brand new apartment complex that they just built. The revitalization of downtown Little Rock has spurred revitalization in downtown North Little Rock, Argenta, which I'm just going to refer to it as because that's what this area is called. They really don't call it downtown North Little Rock, they call it Argenta. There's the Argenta Community Theater, which has some very decent productions for a community theater. They are very professional, great sets, great actors. I suggest that you go and check them out. Of course, there's Four Quarter Bar, and coming up onto the Argenta branch of the Lehman Library, which the main Lehman Library branch is on Pershing, about 15 blocks that way. This actually originally was a United States Post Office, which you can possibly read along the banner right here. It's a grand entrance, awesome building, and it was a post office up until about 8-9 years ago. So
saying what's up to the cab, man?
right on. So there is the Baker, which is stayatthebaker.com, so you can rent a little spot right there. This is mainly businesses that are riding along in here. I like this little foyer. What is this? This is the North Little Rock Heritage Center, which is I'm gonna go ahead and walk in right here. This is all a brand new spot. We have a little stage right here. This little, I don't know, pergola looking thing is covered. They're still working on it, but they had a Christmas tree here located right around here in the center, and a whole bunch of activities and stuff going on at Christmas time, and then they've started to kind of fine-tune this area. This building is a brand new office building, First Orion. I have no idea what that is. I think maybe it has to do with that credit union. I don't know. That's in one of my previous walks in Little Rock. Muggs Cafe, Kamikato Sushi, which is it's a pretty decent sushi place. It's a little on the pricey side, but they are doing some renovations on the inside, so they might actually, I don't know, it looked kind of like they're having a takeout counter. A lot of work going on right here. This is the trolley station. It's not open to the public, but it's where the trolley goes to have work done on it. And then 600 Main, this building here, is a brand new building with offices. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. There he goes. Maybe he left the stove on. One cool thing about Argenta, it does have very nice wide sidewalks. Here we go. There's something happening. Oh, 2 more. Who knows? Who knows? A lot of action. Hey, what's up? Firewater liquor store. This is been around here for a long time, longer than a lot of these other businesses. Argenta does have free parking. That's one cool thing. I believe it is 2-hour parking, so you have plenty of time to do your business and get the heck out. These are some art studios right here, and a barber shop. Hey, what's up, man? Classic barber pole. It's not a barber shop unless it has a barber pole. So this is you saw I don't know if you saw the police bolt out of this parking lot, but this is like a little substation for downtown. which I wonder why they call it downtown. They should call it the Argenta. Who knows? So now I was heading north on Main Street. Now I'm heading west on 8th Street. Basically, I'm walking the entire community of Argenta. It only stretches from like Poplar, which is 1 block off of Main on the east. I didn't walk up it, but I did point out the new apartment building that's there. And it heads west for about 5 blocks to Broadway. And there's railroad tracks. Actually, I'll show whenever I get over here on this side of the building. There's like a rail yard right here at the end of the street here. You might can see the train going by along here. So anything that is south of that railroad yard is Argenta. Here's the fire department. Kind of a dated, what is that, a 60s, late 50s, 60s fire station. All of these condos are brand new. And when I say brand new, I'm going to say within 10 years. They probably started the project around 10 years and then slowly, got them completed. But it might actually be closer to about like 5 or 6 years. The Argenta Flats. I crossed to this side of the street because it has a little bit cooler things to see. But I'm walking directly into the sun. So this is 7th Street. This is typically your main thoroughfare because 7th Street is closed right now, but if you go this way it wraps around and that's where Broadway starts. There's actually 2 Broadways and we will be on the corner of Broadway and Broadway. Broadway that runs from Little Rock into North Little Rock via the Broadway Bridge, and then it intersects with Broadway that runs east and west in Argenta. It's at the Dick. That's Dickie Stevens Park where the Travelers play, if you didn't know that. Yeah, these are condos some are to buy, and some might lease them out. But if you look on like realtor.com, you can see that they are, in fact, some for sale. All right. I'm not sure what this building is. It looks like a church. By the front of it, I love the arches and just the architecture of this building. With the graded windows, that's just for protection. You can see that those are probably the original windows. That pebbled glass. I think that they're actually like apartments or office or vacant. They look kind of vacant in there. So we're 1 block off of Main Street, and then when you cross this street we're on now, which is Maple, you can see that there are residences right there, houses, which is really more of what the natural look of this area would be. Homes there, businesses over here, and that's actually probably what Little Rock looked like about 100 years ago. Hey, what's up? see the track here is a trolley. It just makes a loop from where I started at the main stop, goes down to 7th Street, hangs a left on the next block, which is Maple, which we're on, goes down to Broadway, takes another left, and just makes a loop. So this is the First Presbyterian Church. We're going to take a right onto this street here. It's a nice house. I guess they got a garage. Low-lying Christmas lights. So here on the corner is Flyaway Brewery. They make their own brews. They make their own brews. And now during COVID, they put up at night whenever they're open, where you see where all these cones are. They put up little tents, open air tents, and tables underneath them. And so this place will be packed at night because they serve beer and food, and it's a pretty happening place. And we'll catch the back side of it. You can see some ducks on here. We'll catch the backside mural in just a second. So you can see right down here, Argenta pharmacy and the furniture store that I wish still had the windows in it. We're going to take a right. We're at the Argenta First Church, a progressive community of faith. Just look at the architecture behind these barred brick openings. I'm not going to call them windows because they're not really windows. Here's the handicap entrance. It has a little courtyard. Nice courtyard in there. Pretty cool. And then the brickwork. Those roof shingles, they look like wood, and I don't know if they are. They might be manufactured. The cool red door. Just the layers of bricks on here. It's just sweet looking design. It's so much better than a metal building with pews in it. This is a beautiful, beautiful church. Of course, you can worship the Lord anywhere you please. Mainly because he's in your heart more than just an individual building. And here's a garden, and I'm not sure if this is just a community garden or if it's associated with the church. Might be. But there's blackberries, tomatoes, a huge pile of rubbish, some squash in there, bell peppers, some zucchini. There's some red tomato right there already. As you can see, we're kind of in with a mix of offices and residences right here. So I'm going to head north. Now we're on, I think we're on Orange Street. But yeah, look at here. Look at this. Look at those berries. They are not ready. They're not ripe. But they will be. Oh yes, they will be. So this is Sloan and Company building. I have no idea what that is, but it's a slick building. It looks like has a little garage, which I would call a carriage house. Probably 2 residences, a rental in the primary. And check this out. Look at this uprooted tree. I don't know when this happened, but we had some major winds about 2 days ago, Tuesday, which would have been June 23rd on a Tuesday. And so you can see there's 2 trees. There's one here and one here. And this one is eating out. It's a hollow. But it just ripped straight up out of here. And it had to have taken out, this pole, the wires on it. You can see, I guess that's the telephone wires. They're still dangling down. But they did manage to get the wood out of here. It's an old white oak tree. It's a white oak. And there's some more remnants, and you can see the sawdust and whatnot that abounds this area. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Some elephant ears. And across the road here. So this is an apartment building I've been in many of times, delivering and repairing appliances. And I might just pop in real quick to show you something. I used to deliver appliances, and I had a green GE refrigerator stuck right in that corner because you had to go up, twist, and then back up in the opposite direction. I know the person that runs this, so I feel comfortable going in there, but I don't want to disturb people because that is a apartment complex. But as I was saying, I had a green 1970-ish GE refrigerator, heavy as you could believe. And I had to deliver it up those stairs and around that landing and then back up. And I had it stuck. And I got it stuck up there. I mean, like literally stuck where I could let go of it. And it was like hovering. And there was actually a man that was trying to come down the stairs, and he was patient enough to let me work it out and get it up. I got it up there. Of course I did. There's a fig tree with a horse in it. There's a horse in that fig tree. And I was praying. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And boy, did I need it, because I didn't have the strength on my own. He gave me some Superman type strength, and I did it. Some road work here in the middle of the construction. Of course, right here on the corner, this painted brick. It looks painted. Maybe it's not. Kind of walking back up into this is a more residential. We entered into more of a residence area. You can see, I love how these houses are just right off the street on the sidewalk. Small little bungalow type houses. They all kind of look alike. We're on the detour path that's detouring around the road construction on 7th Street. helicopter flying above. Don't hit that bird! That was close. And pop across here. So now I'm on Willow, so that was Orange. Now I'm on Willow. As you can tell, they are named after types of trees. Poplar, maple, orange, willow. Okay, now this is a little offshoot here of this brick apartment. It's Leonard. Okay, this is Melrose Circle. Not Melrose Place. It basically comes in here and comes out here. There's no other streets that feed this area. Fairly quiet neighborhood. A mix of homeowners and renters. An eclectic style of people. Check out this rock house there with the circular windows. It's pretty slick. It's got lanterns, fuel lantern, like kerosene lanterns, oil burning lanterns. Somebody is working on this house, which is very, very good for the neighborhood and community. So we are reaching the northwesternmost part of Argenta. This is Melrose Park. Has a little picnic area, a playground area, and on the other side of that is it's a railroad yard. Union Pacific Railroad is right on the other side of that. That's the border. So can't go any further west. You go on the other side of that, and it's called Pike. And I believe that's the name of the neighborhood, Pike. I'm gonna head down Melrose Divide because it divides this circle in half. Nothing really more to see there. Sun is beating down. Shade is a nice reprieve. So now we are back on the circle, and this is the brick building I was showing you. just a second ago. I only walked half of the circle. That makes me feel better. Pardon my grossness. But for the health of everyone, it's best that I do that. So here's Margot's Catfish. I believe they're still open. They have oh no, they're opening on the 1st. July 1st they're opening. Now I know that this place has been very, very busy during points. There's a duplex for sale. A in the front, B in the back. I've been to that unit before. Been in a lot of houses around central Arkansas. People don't always just recognize me for my hair, which is like it's my signature. I mean, to me, it's no big deal just because this is just how I wear it. But everybody else seems to think it's a big deal. But I've been in lots of people's houses doing service on appliances and delivering appliances. So a lot of times people are like, "Hey, refrigerator man." And that's me. Better than the milkman. Classic car being towed away. Convertible. What is that, like a Cutlass? Crossing Broadway. This is called North Broadway, which, I don't know, it goes over there somewhere. No, it's 7th Street. This is the end of North Broadway, this line. North Broadway here, 7th Street that way. That's the end of Broadway. And that is, like I say, from Little Rock. Hey, what's up? A lot of these houses kind of look alike. Probably had the same builders at that given time. Some are more rundown than others. Some have been remodeled. But it's a really quiet little neighborhood here because these aren't through streets here. So you only really come down here if you need to. This house looks like it has a citation on the door. Just hydrangeas there, which is a favorite of mine. Holly bush, redbud tree, and a shotgun house that has been halfway destroyed. And then there's a shotgun house directly next door to it. I'm a very big fan of shotgun houses, and I think that they're underutilized. Shotgun houses can be 1 to 2 bedrooms, depending on how you arrange your floor plan, but it's a great first home and starter home that people should get. You don't need your first home to be a $250,000 mansion. They need to be manageable. Work your way up in life. Okay, so this is 5th Street. Like I say, other than me, who's making noises? That bird. Look at this. I'm gonna head down 5th Street and connect with Broadway. I just made myself very self-conscious about how loud I'm speaking. Look at this tree. engulfing the sidewalk. It's overtaken the sidewalk. You can see where the sidewalk is here, and it's just like, nah, I'll eat you. And then eating the street, the curb. But it gives it this charm, this little stretch of street charm. I love the rock. I love these big porches. You come out here in the afternoon. Hey, kitty. Hey. It's giving me the stink eye. But you come out here in the evening times, and families are sitting out on the porch. Now that's a pink flamingo if I've ever seen one. Made out of a shovel. Lots of guard dogs. And who the heck is an Astros fan? The Fairweather fan became a fan when they went to the World Series. I was about to say Super Bowl. A lot of trees down. I think this neighborhood saw a little bit of action a couple days ago on June 23rd. Tuesday, June 23rd. If you don't know why I'm accentuating June, it's because I was calling it January. Check out this. Look at this house. That's nice. Upstairs, it's going to have a porch. I wonder if this is going to be a multiple family or a single family unit. I don't know. I do know I have to sneeze. All right, this is Broadway, North Broadway. We are approaching, we're on North Broadway heading south. Along 4th Street down to Willow. This is the backside of it. But these are condos that you can purchase. Each individual one is a condo. That doesn't mean that they're not units for rent, because someone might buy the condo and then rent it out. But you can own a condo here, 1 block off of Broadway, walking distance to the Dick. Kind of give a little bit of a view here. Just house after house right next to each other. And for protection's sake, you can see that each house is divided by a layer of brick. So you have a 2-story house on each one. But that is a fire protectant. So if one unit catches on fire, it will not just engulf the whole housing units. It's a firewall. Ooh, that was gross. If you don't know what I just did, you're lucky. Okay. As you can see, Broadway Bridge right there, looking into downtown Little Rock. And if you can read the signs, Broadway and Broadway. It's like we're at the nexus of the universe. Standing here in front of the Dick. I am going to walk, even though it says do not walk. There is no traffic that is coming my direction because I have red lights. What a shame. Baseball season, who knows if it's ever going to start. They're in there cleaning, power washing the seats, Of course, there hasn't been a butt in those seats in nearly a year. In case you're wondering who this is named after, it's two brothers. They loved Arkansas and baseball. Bill Dickey and George Skeeter Dickey played for the Yankees. Bill played for the Yankees. George played for the Red Sox. And of course you have Whit and Jack Stevens, which basically funded the project. They're the guys that have the dough. So here I am now heading east on West Broadway. Language, isn't it something? Look at them, they're power washing. They're power washing. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd, or is it to the crowd? Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Why would you? I mean, like, everything depends on this ball game. You don't care if you ever get back to what? Normal life? Your wife and children? What kind of insanity is that? This song is ridiculous. And did you know that this song has like 4 verses? We only sing the very first verse. And it's root for the Travelers, home team. If they don't win, we were robbed. No, we were screwed. No, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the newer ball game. The old ball game would be at Ray Winder Field, which is no longer in existence. So here we are, Argenta. This has a street sign. Maybe you can't see it very well. Here, how about this? Oh yes, there we go. Let's get the Argenta and the Dick and the Broadway Bridge. There we go. But this is a information board. It shows that we are here. It doesn't show that we're here, but that's where we are. Just quick for reference, we walked up this over here. We walked down here, down Washington, cut across, up to 8th, down to 4th, over, up, around this area here, down to 5th, to Broadway, to the Dick. See, it's the Dick. Over to here. We're going to finish by walking here, down, back to where we once started. That is the route that we have been on. The roti. There's Jones Brothers Pool. They have been in existence for a long time. And what the heck does this look like to you? What does this look like? I know what it looks like to me. What does that look like to you? To me, it looks like, whenever your parents were cheap, they didn't want to buy you fireworks that exploded. They had 50 cents to their name. And they took you to the fireworks stand and had a buy one, get one free. So the only thing that you could afford was the little black snake. How's it going? The little black snake is looked like a little tablet. You set it down, you light it. You always burn your finger with the lighter because it's impossible to light those things. And then once it took off, it would just like curl up, twist, and lay over. It was black. They called it a black snake, but it looked more like a turd. But I'm going to say that piece of art over there was a black snake. Here is a vacant lot. Those two guys, I don't know if they caught on my camera, they were looking at me like, what is this moron talking about? This used to be a store that was full of rugs. It was a rug store. Not a drug store, a rug store. And it was like all imported from India. And you entered right here where the gravel meets the asphalt. And it had a going out of business sale. And the wife and I were like, hey, we need a rug. Let's go in there and check out a rug. They're 80% off. So we go in. $24,000 rugs. The cheapest one we found was $10,000. So 80% off. It was $2,000. I could carpet my whole entire house for $2,000. Are they insane? Must be insane. Okay, so here we are on the back side of Flyaway Brewery right here. Can you see the ducks? It's a mural. It's a mural. Go ahead, come on. The lady is about to run over me. So they're working here, but there's a mural here. It's got ducks. Maybe I should film over here. It looks like ducks and pelicans. They're kind of giving me a stink eye. Some mallards, some egrets. I don't know what that is. The pelican over there. It's a cool little mural. Looks like they're shredding out of the wall. It's pretty cool though. Flyaway Brewery. The backside. And then this is the backside of Main Street where the, Cregan's, the Joint, and whatnots. Ball, Louisiana. The truck says it was from Ball, Louisiana. I have people that live in Ball, Louisiana. Actually, I used to live in Dry Prong, Louisiana. Oh my gosh. It's like a ghost of an old dirty guy. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, thanks, man. So, it's really wild. So this guy, there used to be a classic guy, and I just call him Dirtball. I mean, I don't know what his name was. He had a name. He was a very friendly guy. He died just over this past winter. They found his body off of the interstate under a bridge. He had been homeless forever. You've seen him walking around with headphones on. He was just head to toe in dirt and filth. But he was the nicest guy. He would rummage through ashtrays outside of businesses to find cigarettes. I gave him a pack of cigarettes one time, and he was just like, oh, thanks, man. I mean, it was completely like he never bummed for money. He was a homeless guy. He never bummed for money. He just did his thing. I think he actually had a family and money, but I don't know that for a fact. But that guy that said, "Hey, I like your hair," which is nice, looked identical, like could have been his son. Did he reincarnate as himself as a 20-year-old? That would be some bad karma. That would suck to be like you die a fairly older person and you come back as the 20-year-old self. Really? I gotta do this again? Here's the Wyndham and Benihana. I've never been to Benihana. It's a hibachi place, right? Highfalutin hibachi place that's usually connected to a hotel. Yeah. Simmons Bank Arena. We're making full circle. Full circle. You know how I'm always about point of reference. So that's your Main Street Bridge heading north, your Main Street Bridge heading south, the Marriott, the Doubletree, and the Pulaski County Courthouse right there. All right. I hope there's nobody sleeping up there. And yes, there is. There is someone sleeping in the gazebo, in the bandstand. I'm not going to disturb him. This is kind of a hobo hangout. But here I am, back where I started. So, here is the point that you know. If you watched, you've probably already subscribed. You've probably already rang the notification bell. Not ring it, rocked the notification bell. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, or a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. Your choice. And so right here is probably a next video, and here's the subscribe. So just do one of those, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for tagging along.